more about my accolades, I'm not going to stop you. But I think the attention should be focused on the game this evening. Let's pay attention to the court.
Jay, these 10 players on the court are ready to go, and so are we. Count the basket inside.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
A big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Russell. It's Steph for 2. That's no good.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Flushes it home.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Clippers have it.
Now push it. Let's attack and transition so we can build this lead.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Curry into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Curry. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Curry. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Hey, look. Sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Paul George at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Possession lies with Golden State. Down low Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Draymond Green. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
George. Green always looking for the steal. Going to launch beyond the arc. Curry into the front court. Down 2. And finishes. Draymond takes it out on the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. And it's Cauley Stein with the board. To Russell. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Livingston to bring it up. Down by 1. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Leonard to Beverly. Klay Thompson sends it away. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Leonard. Willie Cauley-Stein tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Paul George missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Paul George swats it. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning. Oops,
he missed the first one. knocks down the second after missing the first. To Leonard.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Thompson, beyond the arc for three, and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Kawhi Leonard, that's now 4. He hasn't missed.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Russell, his first effort off the mark. Kawhi Leonard against the former Cougar. No, I missed a short one there. Warriors have the basketball. Thompson to Green. Russell against Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Russell. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Beverly into the front court. Leads just a point. George. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 3, Stephen Curry. Into the game for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Curry to Russell. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gets an open look and hits. Defense played the percentages. The offense cashes in.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
2-point shot for Curry. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
Curry with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Willie Cauley-Stein with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
And the rebound grabbed by the Warriors. Curry to bring it up. Leads a bucket. Deep right corner. Thompson had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Clippers have the basketball. Oh, you can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
LA, number 23, Louis Williams. Subbing in for the Warriors.
Paul George. He's 3 for 7. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Leonard. George, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
A shot no good there by Curry. To Thompson for three. And the rebound taken in by Beverly. Patrick Beverly, 2 of 4 now.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Curry with the ball. Sizing up the defense. Steph Curry, tough matchup against George. To Green. Curry. Wide open look, won't go. Williams across the timeline. Leads 4. Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the second.
No good, and no foul. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Clippers have got it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
George matched up with the 2-time MVP. To Beverly. To Leonard. Runner here won't go down. Oh, whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 20.
Curry all the way, but his shot won't fall. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Beverly into the front court. His team up by 7. Goes to the left side. To Beverly. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. It's Steph Curry with the rock. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Paul George to Beverly. Strong finish for Paul George. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Time expires to end the first half. The Clippers are out in front. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. That no good off the mark.
They had so much success in the first half knocking down the three-point shot. That's not the case so far in the second. Try to play inside out. Maybe attack the rim. See the ball go in first.
Yes, D'Angelo Russell. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
George, textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Curry to Thompson. Here comes the screen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Curry. That's off of Leonard. Out of bounds. It remains Warrior basketball. Curry goes to the right side. Thompson. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Golden State at the controls. Curry, tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Leonard. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Russell to Thompson. Fires the 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Can't connect. It's no good. Curry into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Thompson. 4-3. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Curry into the front court. The deficit is 6. And Draymond Green throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It stays with Golden State. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Draymond Green. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Warriors have the basketball. Livingston to Green. Fires the 3, and Draymond Green all in one motion. Give it to him for 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
George knocks it down from mid-range.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Lou Williams. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Beverly into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. George to Leonard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Livingston driving, but his shot won't go down. Turns and slams it down.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Williams can't get the bounce. Curry with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Curry to Green. From long range, that's off the side of the rim, short. Green, not that time, he misses. Even to Zubac, sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
It's Steph at the controls. Screen coming. Surveys the floor. Curry to the basket, but it won't go down. To Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Curry to bring it up. They find themselves down 10. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.